CM Punk holds up the WWE Championship, the most prestigious prize in pro wrestling. Holds it high, holds it proud. Who better to call such a big fight than senior official Charles Robinson? Punk kissing the title. These two men have been very close over the years. Now, the last few months, it's gotten sour with Punk coming back, winning the title after Cody Rhodes could not take up his opportunity against Sami Zayn. Another man who was very sour about not having the WWE Championship. Now that the bell officially has sounded, it leads the way for what is set to be a battle between friends to foes. It's gonna get a little rocky. These two know how to get under each other's skin. They know each other so well. When you spend so much time with somebody, even if you don't face somebody in the ring that much, you just knowing somebody, spending a lot of time with them in their personal life, you understand the mentality of a person and what triggers a person. And that could be a difference maker. Punk has always been so divisive with his in-ring psychology, how to play mind games with his opponents. Cody Rhodes early on dealing with an arm injury, it appears. He may have hurt his wrist early on, and Punk just smothering Rhodes. Going right after the arm, there's anything we know is that Cody Rhodes, just a few years ago, tearing his pectoral muscle. It's been 4 years, to be exact. And wow, has the time passed since Rhodes has returned to WWE following his departure, much the same that CM Punk. Both men, you didn't know when or if they were ever going to come back to WWE. And look, here we are. Big fight feel, SummerSlam, WWE Championship. Punk's having a pretty good last couple SummerSlams. I mean, despite the ending of how things went, Punk did win the world title. I got to say, Punk did defeat Gunther last year at SummerSlam to win the world championship. And what an incredible match that was. However, the ruse of the century, Rollins faking the knee injury to cash in the Money in the Bank on CM Punk to close out SummerSlam last year. That being night one. However, we're going to find out what the plan is. What's the scoop, as they say, for night one of this year's SummerSlam for CM Punk? Last year's SummerSlam saw Cody Rhodes defeat John Cena to win back the WWE Championship. It is so crazy. You look at time, how things can change in time. John Cena's retirement tour ended. Gunther tapped out Cena. Here we are. Rhodes challenging now for the WWE Championship once again, wants the gold. A year later, is he going to have the same luck? Is the same success going to come to Cody twice in a row? Is the biggest party of the summer in favor of the American Nightmare? Oh, and Punk is continuing, going to work on the arm. Oh, and a kick to the back. Punk continuing to go to work on the arm of the American Nightmare. and raking down on the arm of Rhodes. Snapmare by Punk. That chop was certainly personal to the back. It actually might have infuriated Rhodes more than it did anything else, as Rhodes goes right for a side headlock. Now it's Rhodes' turn to get in some offense. Now we go back to the basics. Thing about it is, Punk's so technically sound. Punk has always been known to be a talker. He talks a lot of smack. The thing about Punk is he's always been able to walk the walk on fact of the fact that he certainly can talk the talk. Now the thing is Cody Rhodes going to walk the walk and take back the gold and be back to running the show as QB1. Rhodes with a suicide dive to Punk. Punk gets laid out on the floor. Cody's arm experiencing a lot of damage. Rhodes goes back into the ring and quickly rolls back out just to break the ref's count. Cody Rhodes, high knowledge of the fact that pin or submission is the only way he's going to defeat Punk to leave as WWE champion. I mean, that was the entire part of finishing the story, was Dusty Rhodes defeating superstar Billy Graham by countout over 50 years ago. Only for it to not be the reason that Dusty Rhodes wouldn't be champion. For it to be the reason that Dusty Rhodes wasn't champion. The title that haunted and what haunted Dusty, what Cody carried. Cody has now become a 3-time WWE champion. Let's make it number 4 for the roller coaster, as those around know the American Nightmare as. It's one of those things that gets used to get inside the head of the American Nightmare. Punk with a snap on that suplex. Rhodes able to kick out quickly. There's a long way to go if you're going to keep the American Nightmare down. Punk was grabbing on the nose now, putting some torque on the neck of Rhodes. Punk is at a point. Punk's been doing this for so long. Punk has experienced some really bad injuries. Torn triceps. Knee injuries. It's anything you think can happen in this sport, in this industry, can and will happen. It's kind of happened to Punk. And speaking of injuries, Punk's knee just buckled out. When you get to a certain point in your career, you've been doing it for so long, your body breaks up. And everything has to be warmed up properly. Otherwise, it's not going to go as well as you think once you get out there. One for the running bulldog. Punk got blocked. And driving the knee onto the knee of Punk. And kicking the leg from under Punk. Rhodes is starting to get a little dirty. Rhodes is going to make sure this ends in a solid fight. It could be rough for Punk. A tough day in the office, as they say. If Punk's knee is to go out, it makes it harder for Punk to attempt the GTS, which is exactly what he just tried to do. Dragon Screw. Continuing to go to work on the leg of Punk. Now, with the GTS out of the play, perhaps out of the play, it's not for sure and for certain. You never know if Punk has enough willpower to find some sort of something, some way to get it. But Cody Rhodes is doing his best to make sure Punk is nowhere capable enough to connect for the go to sleep. As Cody Rhodes drives Punk into the corner. Punk's gone for the left arm of Cody Rhodes, knowing that Rhodes dealing with that torn pec a few years ago. And now Punk's knee and leg being taken out, starting to be taken out of the equation. If Punk's knee is out of the equation, it's not all hope is lost. For CM Punk, he's always got a trick up his sleeve. The way the knee buckled on CM Punk as he went over on that dragon screw, the way it got snapped down. Cody Rhodes getting vicious. No remorse. Punk made it personal. Rhodes is just showing what happens when you make it personal. Stepping a little bit outside the box, a little bit out of the comfort zone. Punk kicking back at Rhodes. Punk has Rhodes. Cody. Oh! Was he thinking Cody cutter? Was he thinking disaster kick? We'll never know because Punk caught Rhodes in midair. You saw a shot of the WWE Championship. That's what this match is all about. What we do need to see is Cody thinking. I did look like Cody was shifting more for a disaster kick, only for Punk is starting to feel it. Punk is getting the engines fired up. And a scoop slam takes down the American Nightmare. Punk trying to push through the pain in the knee. And it's not going to be easy to climb the top. Is this even wise if you know you have damage done to your body? How wise is it to do something like that? CM Punk, who took a lot longer to climb up to the top. Punk could be in deep, deep trouble. As Rhodes could be a huge turning point if Rhodes can get the superplex. Punk fighting Rhodes off, though, showing there is still life in the WWE Champion. Rhodes gets knocked off the top. What is left in the tank for the undisputed WWE Champion? Punk is climbing, and he's climbing high. Reach for the stars. Homage to the great late Macho Man. But not enough to retain the elbow drop. Got all of the money, but none of the rewards of it. He cashed the check, but the check bounced back. Let's get another look at this elbow drop by CM Punk. But it did not come into effect. It did not work out. Punk signaling for go to sleep despite the damage to his knee. Can he get there? He does. He's got Cody up on his shoulders, but Cody fights Punk right back down. Rhodes. Cody! Cutter! Nailed and railed. Will it be? It's not. Punk getting the shoulder up at 2.5. Just when you think you're there, it's not enough to put away the best in the world. Cody Rhodes set out on proving that CM Punk truly is no longer what he says he is, that being the best in the world. Disaster kick, catches money, fly, hooks the leg, and again, Punk survives. Cody Rhodes moving down the knee pad to literally fist fight the knee of Punk and do some damage to the knee. Now what? If Cody's going for what I think he's going for, the end could be near. We could be seeing Rhodes once again as champion. A super Cody Cutter. Is this enough? And it's not. Again, CM Punk kicking out. Cody Rhodes' eyes tell a story. Get another look at that. Super Cody Cutter. The shock of disbelief. He thought it was won. He thought game was over. He thought that the final goal was scored. The field goal to win the Super Bowl, to be champion, to get that ring around the finger, the proverbial ring that truly is in representation, the WWE Championship. Cody was thinking crossroads. Punk realized it and dropped down quick to get a kick, but Rhodes is already back up. Going for the knee, think of that figure four. Punk driving Rhodes, and now stacking up. Cody was able to fight through. Punk's got Cody up. GT not today, as it got blocked, and Cody has Punk in the danger zone. No man's land, nowhere to go for CM Punk, caught in the center of the ring. Cody Rhodes has been putting Punk's knee through hell for this moment when he could connect with the figure four leg lock, as Rhodes punches away at Punk to keep Punk down, to get the submission fully applied. Is tonight the night for number 4 for the American Nightmare? CM Punk trying to shift the momentum, trying to turn it over so all the impact is all on the knee of the American Nightmare. He gets there. Now the damage is done onto Rhodes. Punk makes it to the bottom rope. The damage is done, but who got the worst of it? Punk was in it for a significant amount of time, but still managed to get Cody Rhodes over. Cody going after Punk, looking to do it again. It seemed that Punk was trying to start getting himself amped up, but Punk rolls up. So wait. Anaconda of Eyes, I mentioned it earlier. If the GTS gets taken out of play, there's always a submission. Anaconda of Eyes, and look at the way that Cody's arm is trapped. The other arm is trapped too. Cody, great ring awareness, able to find the bottom rope. Punk held it on for a couple extra seconds to make sure he could get some damage. Punk's been going to work on the arm, and the off chance he was going to have the opportunity to use the Anaconda of Eyes. I will say Punk went for a kick to Cody with a bad leg, and, well, Punk certainly felt all of it and regretted it instantly using that leg. CM Punk has to resort to using the right knee, the good knee that he has left on Cody. Cody trying to use the ropes to pull himself up. CM Punk again gonna call for it. Again gonna call the end. He wants to make sure Cody naps and he sleeps well through the night with a GTS. Cody grabs onto the ropes. Again. Oh my God. Spinning through. Oh, but Punk able to get a takedown on Rhodes. And again. Whoa. This time, center of the ring. Anaconda of Eyes. Trapped. This is bad for Cody Rhodes. This is not where you want to be whatsoever. Rhodes doing everything he can to force Punk's grip off of him. Punk, jackknife cover. Great core to bridge out of that pinfall. Cody, Crossroads! Game over for Pawn. Nope. As close as you can say it gets to 3. That's where Cody Rhodes got to following that Crossroads. Let's get another look at this. First, the break on through the bridge up. Home run. At least what was thought to be a home run. Just to not go over the fence. It was not out of the ballpark at all. But close. US Bank Stadium, Minnesota, getting absolutely electric for what they're witnessing. And Cody Rhodes is now the man who is ready to put away Punk for good. You saw Cody holding on to the arm. Cody perching Punk up at the top. This is the best of the best. So Cody's going to have to go the extra mile to put down CM Punk. What is he doing? What in the world is CM Punk or what is about to, whatever he's about to experience is going to be brutal. But what is Cody Rhodes going for? Whatever it was, I don't think we're going to find out. Being that CM Punk just back elbowed Rhodes off the top. Punk tried to go for a moonsault. I don't think he quite got there on Rhodes. Had nearly spiked the head of Rhodes with his knee. I don't know if we'll ever see Punk try something that risky again. Keep in mind, Punk has been doing this for a very long time. So to pull something out like that at this point in his career, this deep into a high stakes match that has been grueling, gotta hand it to CM Punk. The athleticism it takes to even attempt something like this. That's classic. Two, tugging it out, rugging it out. Who is gonna get the best of the other? Punk just slapping Rhodes only and a back fist. Shot at Rhodes. Now a GTS attempt. Go to sleep. Good night. The problem is Punk's injured knee is preventing Punk from getting there. And Rhodes had enough time to kick out. As this match stays rolling. So Punk gets the GTS, but the knee, that's the knee. And then not only does Punk grasp the knee, but it takes longer when you have to pull all of your weight on one leg just to get to the pinfall. And then not be able to use all of your weight for the pinfall because your knee is damaged. It's a well-rounded, fully thought-out plan to take out the knee by Cody Rhodes. And it certainly played into effect right there. That's going to keep this match going until the very last breath of one of these two superstars, when they can no longer stay in it. Punk is on the top of the Spanish announce desk. Cody just swept the legs of Punk. Cody swept Punk off his feet. Cody thinking Crossroads on the floor. Punk scouted it, realizing danger. Punk gets sent shoulder first into the steps. Robinson, who was nearing 10 at the count of 8, could have ended this match, could have ended in count out. And that would have been heartbreaking, especially how intense this battle has been, knowing what has been building up leading into this matchup. giving a little leeway to Rhodes and Punk. Rhodes trying to shake off the damage that Punk has done to Rhodes throughout this match. GTS is the second time the charm. But Rhodes, again, knowing exactly where he is, finds his hand, the bottom rope. Grasping the bottom rope just when Punk thinks he's had it won. Two gladiators going to war. This is what professional wrestling is all about when it's at its finest. This thing spills right back to the floor. CM Punk has Rhodes. What's he thinking? No way. No way. I can kind of think what's going to happen. Oh boy. Whatever Cody Rhodes may or may not have left, it's certainly going to get a hell of a lot worse. CM Punk breaking the official's count. Punk trying to shake off the damage in his knee. Trying to shake it off. Trying to rally some adrenaline back into his system. Punk getting crazy. Go big or go home. Up top, nobody home. Oh my. Crash, burn, nobody home, nobody there. Punk is out like a light. Whatever Punk is dealing with, that's got to be it for Punk. The thing about it is, Cody Rhodes has to get Punk back into the ring. He has to lift up the lifeless body of Punk, get it back in the ring, and then pin Punk or whatever Cody Rhodes has in mind in order to put away the WWE champion if he's going to leave as champion. Punk writhing in pain, wincing after all he's experienced. Experiencing something like that this deep into the match is not what you want to experience. Punk, damaged knee. Punk barely moving as Rhodes basically dragging the lifeless body of Punk, sending Punk back in the ring. Punk is rolling around a bit. I don't know if it's on instinct or what. Punk already has a banged up knee. And now Cody, one more. Super Cody cutter, but the ref goes down. The official went down. Went down. Go to sleep. Rhodes leans on the apron, or on the ropes. And then collapsing right back onto the shoulders of the Second City Saint. And speaking of second time. Wait. There's one crossroads, but Punk rolls to the floor. It doesn't matter. There's no official. That's Randy Orton. Randy Orton's back. We haven't seen Randy Orton since WrestleMania. RKO. The Viper strikes. Welcome back, Randy Orton. Randy Orton strikes again. The Viper strikes back. I don't think anybody knows what just happened. Punk is but the slightest clue of what just happened. Punk had not a single clue. He didn't see any of it. And you know who certainly didn't see it was referee Charles Robinson, because this match would have been over and Punk would have won by disqualification. But Cody has got to be done for. This is it. GTS. Good night. 1. Can he get there? 2. That's it. CM Punk defeats the American Nightmare. What a match. That is what it's all about when it comes to the WWE Championship. An unfortunate ending for Cody Rhodes following a returning Viper who slithered his way into existence, struck with an RKO out of nowhere to take down the American Nightmare. Would lead to Punk, who never saw it. Certainly Charles Robinson didn't see it. GTS 1, 2, 3. Cody went for the Cody cutter. The referee was in the way. Well, got pushed in the way, should I say. Rhodes. Here's a crossroads. Punk rolls to the outside. Punk has no idea what is going on at this point while Rhodes is trying to regroup. Here comes Randy Orton literally out of nowhere. RKO to an exhausted Cody Rhodes. CM Punk, slightest clue. Then a final GTS is the nail to secure the championship and make sure it goes home back to Chicago with the best in the world. The exhaustion is so bad. CM Punk is having a hard time holding on to the championship. Tough loss for Rhodes. QB1 has got other problems, has got bigger fish to fry now. An old friend, foe, and Randy Orton is back, and he's after the American Nightmare.